Hello and welcome to the Clown Spirit YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be bringing you a clown reaction video of Tweedy, so stick around. Hello and welcome. Now if you're new to the Clown Spirit channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification button so that you don't miss a single video. Today's clown reaction video, I'm very excited about this because it's with one of my favourite all-time clowns. In fact, I really have a kind of a clown crush on this guy. He's called Tweedy and he is the main clown at Gifford Circus, which, if you don't know it, is a very small, beautiful, charming little circus. They create new shows every year that tour mainly in the southwest of England, in the sort of Bristol area, Gloucestershire area. And in actual fact, this Thursday, the 10th of February, I'm going to be talking to Tweedy live on one of my Clownversations. So please don't miss that. It's going to be live on YouTube and you can join in with the conversation and ask Tweedy your questions. If you're looking at this on the recording after the fact, then you can find it on my YouTube channel as well, along with lots of other amazing Clownversations. So let's get straight in and watch one of Tweedy's classic routines. This is a fairly old one. It's called Tangled Up. It's on his YouTube site and it's performed at Gifford Circus, I think probably about 10 years ago. So let's have a look. So I just love this kind of playfulness, right? I mean, he's dressed up as kind of one of the circus hands, you know, like the stage hands that come on and they clear the stage, and he comes on, it looks like he's just clearing the broom, right? A classic object for a clown. And then he gets his thumb stuck in the end of the broom and there's a whole play around that, and then his tongue comes out and won't go away and he has a whole play with that, twisting the ears to make the tongue do different things. And I love that turn, you know, in clowning, when something is kind of initially happens that's mysterious and strange, and then it becomes a problem, and then it becomes like a fun thing, right? You can see that little journey happening where it becomes like a toy, like a game. And then there's this beautiful disappearing under the... I just love this move, disappearing underneath the curtain. And you're like, well, he's just gone. And it's like he's been sort of sucked out by some creature from behind. And then you think it's over, but he comes out again. Beautiful. So there are these cycles, right? And so he comes out and the broom has come apart, and then looking for the broom, he goes into this lovely routine of getting himself tangled up and stuck in the kind of ropes and the buttonholes and things on his costume. And this is very reminiscent of George Carl, that kind of object comedy, which I just adore. And Tweedy does it differently, but he does it so well. And I just love this physicality, this kind of gangly kind of feeling with these very straight legs, and it's almost as though he's going to fall over at any moment, and he's kind of like this unbalanced thing. But actually, he's in complete control of the whole thing. And then he does this lovely little routine with the thumb getting stuck in the eye and the eyeball coming out, and then popping it back, polishing it up, and popping it, and then reiteration of something, repetition. He disappears under the curtain again. So structurally, this is really important, right? Because otherwise, it's just kind of a string of little tricks strung together, which might be entertaining, but the disappearing and then disappearing again starts to give it some kind of structure, some kind of sense of progression or a difference, and you're waiting for it to happen again, right? So there's narrative, there's story here, even if it's very, very delicate and light touch. So it's really great. He's totally playful, subverting our expectations. We see the hand, and then we're like, oh, so there is somebody back there that's pulling him out, and he comes back to the middle, and we expect him to be pulled out again. But he catches the hand, and, we're really thinking that there's somebody there that he's pulling out, and then he comes out, and it turns out it's his own hand, and it's just this lovely surprise moment. So clownish, so beautiful, like the dog chasing its tail, thinking it's a squirrel. He thinks it's somebody else's hand, and he gets all tangled up in it, falls over, and then realizes it's his own hand. So again, it's this back and forth, right, between things being a problem and then things being fun. I just love the physicality, this kind of gangliness again, and he kind of using his body and making his knee straight, and then his elbow gets bent, and then he straightens his elbow and his knee gets bent. And then suddenly it's like fun. He's dangling his arm like a pendulum, and he's like, oh, that's fun. And then it hits him in the nose. So again, the turn, always this subversion of expectation. Great. So, it's this wonderful flourish at the end, and suddenly there's this peacock feather that comes out of the broom handle. It was there all the time, and he lands it on his head, which is a great trick. And it's come out of nowhere, but it gives it this kind of like, feeling of finality at the end. And then, of course, the classic, somebody else, higher authority, comes in, and Tweedy realizes he's there and realizes that he shouldn't have been doing all these things, and it kind of frames the whole piece that's just happened as a kind of mistake, right, as a kind of aberration, something that really shouldn't have happened. He was out there playing when he should have been doing something, which is often what circus clowning is, kind of in that frame. It's almost as though in the context of the show it's something that's accidental or tangential, but of course it's there for a very particular reason. So awesome work from Tweedy there. I just love that. It's 3 minutes. It's packed with amazing physical comedy. It's got this little bit of structure, a little bit of narrative flow to it, and then it ends with this lovely flourish, and then a kind of escape from the ring, pursued presumably by this higher status circus hand. So thank you so much for being with me for today's clown reaction video with Tweedy. The cool thing is I am going to be talking with Tweedy in a conversation on Thursday, this Thursday, in 2 days from now, Thursday the 10th of February. So don't miss it. It's going to be live on my YouTube channel. I'll be talking with Tweedy for a whole hour. You can join it. You can type in your questions and connect with Tweedy. And if the date has already passed, you should be able to find that conversation with Tweedy on the YouTube channel, along with conversations with lots of other amazing clowns from all over the world. So don't miss that conversation with Tweedy this Thursday, 10th of February. Thank you very much for watching. Keep clowning.